Hey everybody, what's up? Halo here with a video this time. I've been doing a lot more streams lately, but I decided to do a video this time. And this time I am playing Bad End Theater. This was made by NomnomNami, who is actually a pretty good friend of mine. She has done the artwork that you see right here and has been displayed on my channel thumbnails, channel profile, for quite some time. And I really do appreciate her for making those for me. But yeah, she released this game back in October of 2021, I believe. Just never got around to playing it, but I heard she's been working on this for a very long time, and yeah, I've always wanted to get around to playing her games again. If you like short, visual novel-esque like games, RPG Maker style games, I highly recommend it. But yeah, I heard this game is possibly short, so that's another reason why I'm making a video instead of streaming it. Let's get into the game and let's see what Bad End Theater is all about. Welcome to Bad End Theater. On this stage, we shall be toying with fate. Alright. You will make many choices, unlocking darker and darker paths, all in order to witness a lovely variety of tragic events. But first, allow me to explain how it works. To begin the tutorial, select whichever doll you like. Okay. You are... Welcome to the tutorial. Select a doll to begin the story. Okay. Okay. I'm curious about the demon doll. I don't want to... I mean, I'm sure a lot more people start with demon too, but... I don't know. Demons are cool. You control the demon doll. You're a fierce looking guy, just minding your own business. How will you interact with the human doll? Okay. Let's just play nice. Let's go the family friendly route. You try to make friends with a human doll, but it kills you in cold blood. How ruthless. Okay, shit, never mind. You found your very first bad ending, but don't worry, the story need not end here. Let's reset the stage and try again. This time, try controlling the other doll. You are a human doll. You control the human doll. You're a friendly little guy, just minding your own business. How will you interact with the human doll? Play nice. Let's see if I do the same choice. You and the demon doll are able to set aside your differences and become friends. Aw, okay. Why? This isn't a bad ending at all. I should have written out this possibility. It's just not suited to my theater whatsoever. Now that you know how the story goes, you can set the doll's behavior in advance. I think I get that? As you just saw, these behaviors will automatically be set to what you chose during your last playthrough. Oh, okay, I think I get it. But now you can turn each one on or off without having to replay from that doll's perspective. Yes, my theater actually doubles as a puzzle game. Now try turning the doll's behaviors on and off to see the different outcomes. Okay. Set dolls... Oh, okay. Oh, I see. So... Okay, so whenever I leave these on, they're either hostile. Okay. So, let's go opposite. Alright, so let's have a wicked demon doll, but a friendly human. You control the human doll. You're a friendly little guy just minding your own business. How will you interact with the human doll? Okay, so we know that she's gonna be wicked. So it's gonna end bad if I play nice. So let's attack. You both attack each other at once and die together. Oh, okay. Okay, so if I know that one is gonna be in one way or another, like hostile. Okay, I think I get it. Do you understand how to play? Yeah, I think I get it. This game saves your progress automatically, so just relax and then collect all the bad endings at your own pace. Now, without further ado, let's start the show. Okay. So we only start off with 4. Okay, so let's start off with the demon again, the Overlord. You are the Overlord. You live in a castle surrounded by your demon servants. It's a pretty cushy life, you think. Except for those pesky humans who keep killing members of your army. There's even a role called Hero, whose whole purpose in life is just to dethrone you. What's the deal anyway? You've actively avoided pissing off the humans in hopes they'll leave you and your army alone, but they never do. You're still new to the whole Overlord thing, if you're being quite honest with yourself. You don't really understand the politics of it. But you remind yourself everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their roles. You won't let them bait you into being the Overlord they expect. So she's an Overlord, but she's trying to not be an evil one? You think you're pretty cool and mature to hold yourself to the higher standard like that. One of your underlings walks into your room. Oh, that was the other one. Totally interrupting your thoughts about how awesome you are. They're saying something about how boring it is to stand in one place guarding the castle all the time, especially since no one ever comes here anyway. You see their point, but the way they're whining about it kind of bothers you. What to do with this underling? Well, since we're supposed to be the mature one and not supposed to be a typical Overlord, let's grant them the day off. You tell them to take a break from the stifling castle atmosphere and refresh their dark soul. A day off should be fine every once in a while. They say thank you. Oh, they thank you. Same thing. And happily scurry off to do who knows what. You have nothing better to do to get today. Oh my god. Bleh. So you decide to nap for a little while. Being the Overlord sure is great. You awake to a huge commotion outside. A hero has shown up and started totally murdering your soldiers. What the hell, guy? You rush out into the battlefield to confront this jerkwad. You curse at him and very rudely inquire his reasons for doing all this. The hero yells at you, demanding you return the maiden you're holding captive. You don't know what he's talking about, but you can't forgive his actions. You do battle with the hero, but he has grown strong from cutting down your army. You are unable to defeat him. With decisive swings, he stabs and cuts you into pieces. Oh shit. You fall. You have failed your subjects. You spit curses weakly. You wish you'd been stronger. Maybe you were never suited to be the Overlord in the first place. The truth was, you were never that much more powerful than the demons who served you. It was the title, the control that gave you strength. These are your thoughts as you are swallowed by darkness. Oh, conquered Overlord end. Damn. That's sad. You were just being chill. You're like, whatever. And then you just get murdered. Alright, reset the stage. Alright, so since we were with the underling, let's see what the underling was up to. You are a demon underling in service of the Overlord. You aren't particularly strong, but not particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you. Your job is to guard the castle and keep humans away. It's unbearably boring. Heroes rarely come all the way here to challenge the Overlord anyway. It's a lot of standing in one place, staring into nothing. You feel like you're gonna go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the Overlord for a day off. She's surprisingly cool with it. Nice! I see. Okay, I see that connection now. Okay. You set out on your adventure outside the castle. The change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around in the grass, wild and free. As you make your way along the path to the nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She seems very frightened and screams for a hero to come save her. You consider your options. I'm trying to play the nice route, so I don't want the maiden to die. Tell her to quit yelling. When the maiden realizes you're not going to hurt her, she regains her composure. Now she started talking to you like your friends or something. You don't understand humans at all. You speak the same language, of course, which has always confused you, because why is there conveniently only one language in the world? Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Like, you think about, like, isekai, or you think about, like, space, like, all, like, anime or shows or whatever, and conveniently, like, everybody just knows the same language. It's weird. If demons and humans have independent societies, wouldn't it make sense for them to have to each have their own language? The maiden is going on and on about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. The bottom line from what you gather is that she wants you to take her to the Overlord. Sounds like it could be interesting. Besides, you have nothing better to do. Satisfied with your day out, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the Overlord. Okay, it's a little bit different here. They seem to be getting along just fine, so you decide it's about time for a nap. A few hours of sleep, you're rudely awakened by the sound of... Okay, here's the battle. By the sounds of battle. You emerge from your room to find that a hero has slaughtered many of your friends and work associates. What a jerk! Ooh, I see the skull, so that's death right there. But this underling has been kind of like I don't know. I see the skull. He's kind of been, kind of chill, but not really like, yeah, you know what, save yourself. You look around the lifeless forms of those you've known for as far back as you can remember. You feel glad not to be in their shoes. You also feel guilty to be thinking that as you flee the castle until you remember your role, not as an underling but as a demon. This kind of thing is expected of you. Maybe you'll start a new life, far away from any humans or demons. Or you'll live peacefully, alone in some deep, dark cave forest somewhere. Deserter underling end. Okay. Alright, reset the stage. Alright, let's see the maiden. You are a maiden. You live in a peaceful village next to a spooky demon overlord's castle. You are told that you were fated to be captured by the overlord one day, because you are a beautiful young girl. Demon overlords apparently love capturing those. You think of how you haven't heard of that actually happening to anyone, but maybe the demons just haven't been given the opportunity. Who knows? You are in church. You pray for your god, asking why you have been born into this role of a maiden. You respect the divine plan and all, but you're really just curious as to what the point of it is. You're impatient. Meeting a demon actually sounds pretty gosh darn exciting. Maybe you'd understand your role better if you were just to hurry up and get captured already. So it's like, alright, when do I get captured? You know what? I'm just gonna throw myself out there. You leave a note and venture forth to find a demon, just to, you know, see what happens. Not long into your little adventure, a demon underling appears before you. It looks pretty scary. Huh. So, what if I changed it so she's polite? Because before she screamed for help. So let's introduce ourselves. You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. You tell them that you were thinking maybe you could understand your role better if you were to hurry up and get taken away by a demon already. The demon doesn't seem to have really been listening to you, which is a little irritating. They agree to take you to their master nonetheless. After a long walk into the castle, you're introduced to the Overlord. You explain why you've come, and she squints at you. It turns out she never had any plans to capture maidens or to do anything else that would agitate the humans. You wonder for a moment if she just might be lying, but it doesn't really seem like it at all. Still, that doesn't make any sense to you. You've always been told that demons would one day seek you out, and something awful would happen. Then a hero would come for your rescue. You don't want to believe you've been lied to all along. Maybe it's just that you haven't been maiden-like enough. You ask the Overlord what you should do to be a more suitable maiden. but she doesn't seem to understand. Just go home and stop worrying about destiny so much. She makes it sound so simple. This overlord seems like the complete opposite of you. You want to learn more about her and how she thinks. You insist on staying to talk with her more. The overlord shares many stories about demons with you, and little by little you realize they might not be the ruthless monsters you were raised to believe. As it turns out, she commanded her demons to avoid towns and villages. She didn't want to risk giving the humans any excuse to send a hero out after them. You realize that must be why you never heard of any demons attacking your town. You express your gratitude to the overlord on behalf of your village. She says you can thank her by telling the humans to stop raising heroes. She's tired of her servants getting killed off by them. You've always thought demons were violent and unreasonable creatures, but it seems the overlord could say the same of humans. You may be different, but really they're just trying to live their lives the same as you. You feel like you're starting to understand things a lot better. But maybe everything I've said was to deceive you and the other humans. What would you do if I turned out to be super evil all along? Even if she were to capture you now, you think this place is far more interesting than the way things are back home. You kind of like not being told to expect demons to come after you all the time. You feel free. Honestly, you've always kept to yourself, but spending time with this overlord has been very nice. You feel butterflies in your stomach. But then, a hero barges into the room. Oh shit. His clothes are stained by dark liquid. It's dripping from his weapon too. You realize it must be demon blood. Something horrible has happened. Confused, the hero asks you what's going on. Oh shit. You explain the situation, reassuring him that you were never in any danger. The overlord has walked past the hero out into the hall. She's wailing. You can only guess what kind of horrible scene he's left for her. The overlord tears the hero apart in retaliation. You watch silently, unable to scream. The overlord, who you had just been getting along with so well, has killed another human right in front of you. It's clear now that you have been deceived by her sweet words. Demons are ruthless monsters after all. You somehow manage to slip past the overlord and make it out of the blood-soaked castle. You never look back. Escaped Maiden and A. So there's another version of that, where the overlord is actually evil. Okay. See, I like this. Alright, so let's see the hero. So let's actually not be the little dipshit hero that's killing everybody. You are the hero. You like to think of yourself as a pretty reliable and swell guy. Are you sure about that? Your life has been rather ordinary, aside from the occasional heroic adventures fighting evil monsters and whatnot. You are told a maiden from your village has been kidnapped and is likely held captive at the nearby demon overlord's castle. Who even puts a village right next to where an entire demon army hangs out? You don't get it. You're happy to protect the townspeople though. You were born to play this role. Excuse me. You head off on your adventure to rescue the maiden. But demon soldiers block your path. You could kill them to gain experience. Okay, yeah, let's change it. Let's change it. Flee like a coward. Forgetting your pride, you escape with your life. But you can't return home now. Your reputation will be ruined. You wonder how you'll ever be able to rescue that maiden all on your own, if you can't even fight some lousy demon underlings. You'll take your chances at the castle. You're a hero after all. This is your job. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You are faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the overlord. Okay, yeah, here it is. Cut through the demon army. Ask if they'll let you in. Yeah, just ask, you know? Just knock knock. Who's there? Hey, can I come in? You go up to the nearest demon and explain why you've come here. They stare you down, and you feel very uncomfortable. But they seem to trust you and escort you directly to the overlord's chambers. That was easy. The overlord and maiden seem to be in the middle of some casual conversation when you barge in. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. Oh, destroy the Overlord? Death. Ask the maiden what's going on. What's going on? The maiden explains that she was never actually captured and she came here on her own volition. That was a pretty dangerous thing for her to do, but no one got hurt, so at least at least there's that. You ask her to return to town with you to reassure everyone of her safety. The Overlord allows the two of you to leave, and you casually exit the castle. You try to make conversation with the maiden, but she's been pretty quiet since leaving the Overlord's room. Is she shy? She suddenly stops at her tracks, and you turn your head to ask what the deal is. Oh, the Overlord's castle is engulfed in flames. Uh-oh. You can't help but feel relieved that you got the maiden out of there when you did, but she suddenly takes off towards the burning castle. Panic sets in, and you follow to try to stop her. The smoke is so thick, you've already lost sight of her. What is she thinking? It's too dangerous to continue. You feel hopeless. You stand alone at the castle gates. Your body won't allow you to take another step forward. No. Going in there would be suicide. You'll return to the villagers and tell them there was nothing you could do. You were too late. The maiden was claimed by the demons. Bystander, hero, and B. That's not where I thought it was gonna go. Interesting. Okay, so I see where it goes there. I like that. Okay, so it's like very short stories with each characters, and depending on what you do with each other character will change how the other story goes. So like a whole different bunch of combinations that you can do. Like, because I did all the other ones where everybody was friendly towards each other, very diplomatic, non-tyranty, non-murdery, and then I finally end up with the hero who has been just nothing but a murderous demon killer every single time. Something else happened entirely at the end of his story. So I like that, and I kind of want to play a little bit more, but I want you guys to play it. I don't want to play the whole game for you guys. So if you want to go ahead and check out Nami's game, it's available on Steam. It's pretty cheap, and she worked very hard on this game. I've been kind of here and there seeing her development on this game for the past several years, and she's worked really hard on it. So go ahead and give her some support. Go ahead and buy the game, and try to get all the endings. Hopefully, if I have time, I'll go ahead and get all the endings myself too. But yeah, that's it for me. Be sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell for notifications for future uploads and streams, since I've been streaming a lot more lately. And yeah, have a good day, everybody.